Make sure we live on Facebook. And the desire to hire a producer is strongly increasing every episode that I do. Okay, let's see if we live. Actually, bam. All right, let's see if we live on Facebook. Take two. The desire for a producer is strongly increasing. I'm telling you guys that right now. Okay. All right. Oh well, it didn't update my title, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. Hold on, let me open up my comments. I'll be watching my comments from here. Every single time I do multiple tests, I promise you guys. All right, but let's get into it. Tonight I don't want to be before you long because, you know, as this episode already started, we are prolonging how long it is actually going to take to do this video. But good evening, friends. Welcome back to another live episode. Season 2, we're going to talk about getting out of debt. I am your virtual mentor, Izzy. I teach everything that I know about finance, productivity, and protecting your well-being. In tonight's episode and throughout the rest of this season, we're going to talk all about debt, okay? Tonight, we're going to talk about how you can actually prolong your debt journey, and I'm going to teach you how not to, all right? So, if we can recap, in the last episode, we referred to why we get into debt, all right? So, hopefully, I'm hoping that you guys are fired up now about getting out of debt. But I want you to hold tight because there's always, there's ways to mess up this or prolong the amount of time that it takes to pay off debt. Now, I want to say, in keeping with my statement that debt is more emotional than logical, I'm going to be showing you how you can irresponsibly get out of debt. And when I talk about debt, I'm talking about all forms of consumer debt. Okay, this is going to be personal loans, this is going to be student loans, car loans, personal credit cards, medical debts, etc. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get into it. But as always, I want to let you guys know that I am in no way, shape, or form giving specific financial advice. I am merely giving generalized info based on personal experience and the opinions and my opinions and broad research and the study of other testimonials. Okay, it is advised that you take everything that you hear tonight and use it at your own discretion and your own financial risk. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about some irresponsible ways to get out of debt. Number one is not having a plan and not having a strong why. Okay, if you don't have a why, you will easily be set up for failure. Okay, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm gonna save my money, right? I'm gonna save a lot of money. I'm gonna save. I'm just gonna be saving." You're saving for the sake of saving. All right. What happens is if you don't have a why, you're saving. You're gonna actually be losing money, and two, when worse comes to worse, you're going to stop saving, okay? So the same is going to be true for debt. If you don't have a why as to why you're getting out of debt, a strong why at that, you are always going, when things get hard, you're probably going to fall back into debt to help pay for things or help cover emergencies, or you just won't stick to it because you won't see results as fast, okay? When it gets hard to pay off debt, you won't feel obligated to do it. It's easier to be comfortable. It's going to be easier to be comfortable in the debt that you're in. And but I want to tell you guys that a why is only half of the battle, okay? A strong why in combination with a comprehensive plan with a deadline is vital to destroying your debt. All right. Now, it doesn't have to be some complex or perfect reason why you're getting out of debt. It just has to be there. And the pain, true change is going to happen when the pain of comfortability the pain of change is far less than the pain of comfortability, okay? Change is hard. Nobody really wants to change. We always want to be in our comfort zone. I even struggle with changing sometimes. I'm a pretty stubborn and stagnant being. I like things to be the way they are, but I'm learning that, you have to keep moving. You have to keep progressing. So I have accepted that no matter what happens, the pain of me losing money is far less than the pain of me getting older and regretting that I didn't get out of debt sooner. Okay. Number 2 is you have a slim fast debt relief program. Okay. And why do I say a slim fast debt relief program? Well, think about it. If you go on a diet, right? You get on the slim fast, you get on the Atkins diet, you get on the keto diet, you become a vegan or whatever, and I'm not shading anybody. When that goal is met, right? When that goal is met, what do you do after? Okay, you don't have any plan after, so you go ahead and you fall right back into eating the foods that got you to do the diets in the first place. Okay, now here's why I say the Slim Fast Debt Relief Program. These are going to be things like consolidation loans, credit repair programs, if you have balance transfer credit cards, and there's also for people trying to rebuild credit, you do have those predatory secured credit cards. Okay, those are credit cards that you pay a security deposit, and because you have bad credit, they're charging you in upwards of 29 to 36%, which is the legal limit that a company is allowed to charge you interest. I kid you not, guys. I had a credit card that cost me 36% annually on my interest, and I'm so glad that I got rid of it as easy. Actually, they closed it, so they actually did me a favor. All right. So why are these bad? The thing is, friend, it's not a bad idea to look into consolidation loans, to look into credit repair programs, to look into, getting secured cards. But the thing is, we got into this mess because we wanted to take the easy route. Okay, it's easy to get in debt. It's easy to say, I'm going to put this on my credit card and pay it off next month. Okay, I just had that thought just before doing this live. Okay, I have a Fingerhut credit card, and they just increased my limit. So I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this, and then I'm just gonna pay it off next month. But I had to stop myself, and I'm like, hey, I am about to teach getting out of debt. So why am I about to get into debt while teaching people to get out of debt? Okay, so the point of this is, these aren't bad options, but they're not your only options. Okay, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be, a long road. All right, but you never want to try to take the easy route, because there's pretty much no lesson, okay? And that's pretty much what I'm getting at, all right? If you get a consolidation loan and you pay off all your debts with that loan, but now you have to worry about paying these people off, and now you're stuck in a revolving debt. And sometimes you got to be careful. There are programs that will charge you for doing things like this. And when I mean charge you, I mean charge you out the wazoo, even sometimes as much more than what you actually are in debt with. All right. Prime example, I got approved for a $9,000 consolidation loan, and I was like, well, I might want to take it. But here's the thing. Yeah, I paid off all my debts, but looky here, I got to pay them $350 a month for the next 5 years. I'm not trying to be locked in no 5-year deal. Yes, my credit, all of my credit, well, a big portion of my credit would be paid off if I took this loan, and I will still have some money left over, but now I gotta pay out of pocket $300 and $350 every single month for the next 5 years. Okay, I cannot make this up. That is actually what I was offered. And not only that, I was offered that at 26.35% annual interest rate. That is very high. Okay, so what end up being $9,000 could easily end up being about 18 or 19 by the time I get done paying things off. Okay, I'm not I can't do the math right now, but that's if you ask me, it's pretty much more easier to just save up my money to pay off whatever debts that I have. All right, like I said, they prey on your wanting to take the easy route, and if something is free or cheap or easy, it's because you are the product, my friend. Number 3 is a lack of mentorship in education or a lack of knowledge. All right. Let me tell you something. You are not the only person that is in debt. You are not the only person that is trying to get out of debt. All right. If you can recall, in the last episode, I said that 80% of Americans are in debt, and that's just America. So there's probably 500 million people in America. A huge portion of those people, like I said, I can't do the math right now off the top of my head. I just got off work. But a huge portion of Americans, 8 out of 10 Americans, 4 out of 5 Americans, 80% of us are in debt, myself included. Okay, so why am I preaching to have a mentor? Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to find someone that has gone through a debt crisis. All right, maybe even more than you. I listen to the Dave Ramsey show, and there are some people that I listen to and I'm like, wow, I have it easy. I'm talking about people that are millions of dollars in debt, but Dave talks them through it. He gives them sort of a clear and concise plan. It's pretty much what they needed to do anyway. But just to hear it from somebody who themselves filed for bankruptcy. Okay, if I had to say it, Dave Ramsey is my mentor when it comes to getting out of debt. You're talking about a guy who was around my age, who had it all, lost it all, had to file for bankruptcy, marriage on the verge of divorce, but he took the time and he took the effort and he said, I am not going to do this again. And now you can't pay that man any amount of dollars to get into debt. That is someone that I am looking to. Okay. So, you want to find out how they got out. Okay. Because this is going to motivate you. When you feel like your life is ruined by debt, let me tell you something. You are not your situation. Okay. Yes, you got into this situation because of your actions, but now you have to change your actions to get out of your situation. You are not your situation. You are your thoughts and your processes and your reactions to every situation. And one of the things that you can do to help your debt finance journey, my friend, is to take part in financial literacy. I completely wish that this was something that they taught in school. Okay. Financial literacy is one of the most important things that you can learn in life, all right? The Bible says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. If you don't start learning basic financial literacy, you will always be on the bad end of money. And like I said, it's not going to be easy. I am never promising you guys easy whatsoever. What I am promising you is simplicity and clarity. Okay, I want you to understand that it is a simple process and it is a clear and concise process to getting out of debt, but it is not going to be easy. Okay, you are going to have worse days than most. Trust me, I'm going through the same thing. All right. So, with that in mind, we talked about irresponsible ways to get out of debt. I know I promised you guys that I'm going to teach you how to responsibly get out of debt. All right? And number 1 is going to be have a why and a solid attack plan. Duh. Uh you want to have a clear and concise plan. Like I said, I cannot stress that enough. The Bible says, "For which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it, lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him." All right? I want you to figure out your plan, okay? Have a why. Write the vision. The Bible also says, write the vision, make it plain, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet in an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. And though it tarries, wait for it. Though it may take you a while to pay off your debt, it will be paid off, and your vision of being debt free will be true, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, my friend. I don't know about you, but I felt that one in my spirit. I'm not even a religious person. I just understand that, I didn't get this way on my own. You get what I'm saying? So here's another thing I want you to do. I want you to save $1,000, and I want you to save $1,000 fast. If you can save $2,000, cool. That is more than perfect. All right. It is recommended, even by my own mentor, Dave Ramsey, that you have at least 1,000 saved up really fast. And by fast, I mean, I'm talking about within 3 months. All right. And understand, this is probably going to be one of the hardest parts, not only because you have to save that money, but it requires you to have a mindset to save money, okay? And if you're somebody who has never seen $1,000 in their bank account at their disposal, let alone $500 in their bank account at their disposal, I'm going to say this was the hardest part for me, okay? I'm 25 years old and about to be 26, and I can honestly say last year was the first time ever in the history of my working life, and I've been working since I was 15. So within 10 years of working, I have never seen $1,000 just sitting in my bank account where I didn't have to touch it. Okay, it was only for emergencies. All right, like I said, but I only say $1,000 because this is going to eliminate unexpected emergency expenses. Okay, and this is going to eliminate that excuse. Well, what if something comes up while I'm paying off debt? Yes, I want you to save up $1,000. You have no excuse. I get it. You might can't see how you're going to be able to get that money, right? You might going to see, you might not be able to see how you're going to do it. Okay. So here's a couple of things that I suggest. All right. Number 1, you're going to have to sell a crap load of stuff in your house. Chances are you got too much stuff. All right. In order for me to get in the mindset of saving that much money, I had to get in a reduction mindset, which means that before I even saved $1,000, I had to become what's called a minimalist. Every single month before I was able to save up my first $1,000, I was getting rid of everything that didn't bring me the quality, a better quality of life. I'm talking about I've canceled subscriptions, I've gotten rid of stuff, I've given away clothes. I've thrown away a bunch of junk that's been sitting in my room. I've been doing a lot to eliminate. Okay. I wear the same 15 black shirts that I had since last year, just rotating in the washing machine. Just every 3 days, I got to wash clothes now because I work at a very hot job, so I'm sweating all day. So I have to wash clothes every 3 days. But needless to say, I've eliminated a lot of stuff. All right. So also you want to be looking into maybe getting some extra income. So if the thing is, if you can't cut your expenses, if you can't cut them down to the bare minimum at this very moment, or within the next 3 months, you definitely want to be looking into some part-time work, or looking to increase your income with another job or a promotion, or getting a raise, things like that. So I don't want you to hear saving $1,000 and this be the stopping point. Okay, I want you to fight like crazy to get that $1,000 as fast as possible, because when you have that $1,000, the mental barrier that will be lifted off of your head, off of your shoulders, is like none other. Once I saw that I can save $1,000, I was like, oh, I want to take all of my money and put it into something, or save it. And I just wanted to do everything. But mind you, 2019, I was not on that wave. I just knew that a better life was on the other side. All right. Another thing is to eliminate your triggers, okay? These are going to be responsible ways to getting out your debt. Eliminate your triggers. Find out what makes you spend unnecessarily, okay? And what causes you to get in debt, all right? This can be anything. This is where we're looking at habit change, okay? We're forming new habits by eliminating the idea of bad habits even existing, okay? We're going to completely eradicate bad habits by implementing new ones, okay? So for me, this was, if I carried all of my credit cards, right? If I had all my credit cards with me in my wallet, I was more than likely to spend on impulse. And that was something that I realized, okay? So what I did was, I cut them up. Yes, I did a plasticectomy. I cut up all of my cards, except my debit card, and I only use my credit cards to automatically pay for subscriptions and small bills. Okay, so my internet bill is taken care of on my Capital One Journey card, and then I have a couple of subscriptions that I have a Capital One secured card. I'm probably like you. I don't have the best credit, but it is building, and I like to make that public knowledge that I am still rebuilding my credit. I am still paying for past mistakes. Okay, so but needless to say, I have a secured card, and I pay for my subscriptions on that. So that's going to be my Hulu. That's going to be, what else do I have? I have a Scentbox subscription. Scentbird, excuse me. I have a Scentbird subscription. I still do music, so I have a couple of subscriptions there. I have a Photoshop subscription because I do my own covers and kind of like YouTube thumbnails and things like that, so I kept that. I have my Adobe subscriptions, and what else do I have? It's not that many. It sounds like a lot, but it's not that many subscriptions. But what happens is I let my credit card pay for those automatically because I set up auto pay. And of course, when you have a subscription, that money gets taken out automatically. And then at the end of my billing cycle, when my payment is due, I pay off the balance in full. So that also is automatic. That comes out of my checking account automatically, so that I never miss a payment, but I never make the minimum payment. I always pay it off in full before the end of the month. All right. I don't need to have a physical credit card to do any of this stuff. All right. Number 4, set up a reward system. All right. The reason I believe we fail to build new habits is because we don't find it rewarding. Getting into debt is rewarding. Buy now, pay later. Buy here, pay here. Auto loan financing, auto loan refinancing. You don't have the money now, so why don't you take it out the store and just pay us later? All right. It's rewarding to get into debt. You get all, and like I said, you get all kind of points and free miles and cash back. I mean, I have credit cards that give me cash back. Okay, I'm working on credit cards that give me free miles. All right, I'm not opposed to debt. I'm opposed to letting debt take control of you. All right. So setting up, I want you to set up some rewards for paying off your debts, whatever that might be. All right. So let's say you got a small medical bill, you pay that off, you go and get yourself some ice cream. Okay. Or you go, for every $100 that you spend on debt, paying off your debt, you spend about, $10 to $20 or, whatever you said, $50 on something you like. Make it rewarding. Okay. That's one of the 4 things of building new habits. Make it rewarding. All right. Number 5, have an accountability partner or a mentor. Like I said, you can't go about this alone. If you go about this alone, you're going to find out it's way harder than having someone by your side that is there to help you. I want you to find help in any way that you can. I know that talking about money and talking about debt can be a taboo thing, or if you're with someone that spends and spend, but they don't really like to talk about money. Whatever the situation is, definitely try to find someone that can help you with this. This can be from anyone. It can be your spouse, it can be your partner, it can be a friend, it could be your own child. It can also be a person that you've never met on the internet. All right. Like I said, I have several mentors, Dave Ramsey included. Dave Ramsey doesn't know I exist yet. All right. I listen to Tommy Bryson. I listen to Graham Stephan. I listen to, what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name right now. Nate O'Brien. I listen to Nate O'Brien. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to Anthony O'Neill. Chris Hogan. Listen to all these guys. They don't know I exist, but I listen to them almost daily when it comes to getting out of debt because I am obsessed with it, which is number 6. And the final thing, become obsessed and learn everything that you can when it comes to paying off debt or finance in general. All right. In 2019, when I made the decision that enough was enough, I had no idea what to do next. I promise you, if I knew it all, I would do it all. All right. I had no idea what to do next, nor did I even have the money to do it. But I became obsessed with figuring it out. If you look at my YouTube history, even to this day, my YouTube history consists of more information-based content than entertainment content. Many of you guys probably seen my lives. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you've seen a couple of my videos where you see my bookshelf. All right. I've read so many books on personal finance and personal development. You wouldn't even understand. I trained my brain to seek out beneficial opportunities. My friends, my family, I can literally see them rolling their eyes whenever I start talking about money and my debt goals. Okay, that's how I want you to be. I want you to become so obsessed with paying off debt that you annoy the people that are around you. All right, but I will say, I've been actively paying off my debt. When February of this year hit, I was completely free of needing my credit cards after 7 years. I had credit cards since 2014. After 7 years of struggling with credit cards and paying them off and having late payments and things like that, I am finally on top of my credit cards. It's getting easier and easier. Like I said, I can't promise you that it's going to be easy, or I'm not promising that at all. I'm never saying that it's going to be easy, but I'm promising you that it's going to be simple. I'm on track to pay off close to $20,000 of debt within the next year and a half. Listen to that. The next year and a half, you guys are going to hear me say, I'm debt free. Okay, that's how much I am willing to sacrifice my time, my money. I am so focused on getting out of debt that I am giving it my all. All right. It doesn't mean, I will say this, it doesn't mean that you should be that extreme. I promise you, if do whatever you can to get out of debt, but don't overdo it to where you're trying to get back in debt. I just so happen to be in a situation where I can do these things. Okay. But like I said, it took me a while to get to that position and to be aware of the opportunity that I was in the situation to do something like this. Okay. I want you to get out of debt. I really want all of my friends and family to be out of debt. And I know I dragged this on. It wasn't supposed to be this long, but I'm promising you that I'm passionate about not only me getting out of debt. This isn't about me. This is bigger than me. Okay. If I can bring as many people as I can to a debt-free journey, and we can all be living like we can have the freedom to do whatever we need to. I'm sorry, I'm talking a mile a minute. My brain is moving a mile a minute with these ideas that I'm having. It's just like, but the key idea that, this is bigger than me is, I really mean that. I'm not here trying to sell you guys on something. This is your life, okay? I would never dream of taking money from you guys if it didn't bring you value. In this live, I'm not trying to take any money from you at that. All right? I'm not trying to take any money from you. Everything that I am spitting is something that I am implementing in my real life. Okay. With that said, because I'm not going to drag this on, and I could talk forever about this, because like I said, I'm obsessed with this. Okay. With that said, like I said, debt is about your relationship with money. What is your relationship with your money? Okay. If you deem it as something that if you deem it as something that should be spent on whatever you like, I get it. Buy whatever you want, but do it responsibly. Okay? Have your things in order before you can say, okay, yeah, I got enough to do this. Okay? And one of those things you don't want to do is keep having to owe people. It is stopping you from becoming the person that you need to be. Okay? This is why I preach about money. I don't talk about having money. I talk about the opportunities that you can do with money. Okay? If I had enough money, I would do some great things. Okay? But it starts with these critical moments, these foundational moments. Get out of debt, my friend. I want you to get out of debt, but you got to change the way you do things. Okay? I want you to look at debt and just be like, ugh, this makes me sick. Ugh, I can't stand it. All right. In conclusion, getting out of debt without a plan or taking the easy route would end up costing you more time and money than necessary. And if you guys stick with me to the next week, I'm going to teach you 2 ways to get out of debt really fast. Okay. All right. So, like I said, but if you if you do the irresponsible thing, it's going to take you more time than necessary. All right. But the most responsible way to get out of debt is to have a plan, save up a few dollars, find someone to help you out, and learn all that you can. All right, my friend, here are the next steps that you should take. First of all, if you're watching this after the live, if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing. And even also, if you're watching this now, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got some wonderful videos where I talk about finance, productivity, and well-being. But definitely go to Financial Coach Izzy. This will be reposted there for you to check out. And also, you can get 2 free guides. I'm going to be honest, I don't have those. I don't have the Getting Out of Debt guide done just yet. It has taken me a lot longer than what I expected. And like I said, I'm just doing this by myself. I would pay for someone to do it, but I've had a couple of incidents of plagiarism. So, I'm kind of like wary about who I'm delegating these tasks to. So, but you can still get the New Money Mindset Guide. That is going to be a 5-step plan to set up a system and save up your first $2,000 within 90 days. Because like I said, you want to have some money saved up before you start getting into debt. That's why I combine these two guides. But hopefully after if you're watching this, these guides will be available in my description and on the financialcoachizzy.com blog site. And definitely check out my YouTube. Like I said, please consider liking, subscribing. If you found any of this helpful, or if you want to watch more of my videos and have them sent to your phone as soon as they release. But with that said, also you get emails. You get weekly insights, some weekly eurekas, just kind of like my mindset and what I'm thinking for that week. I usually think every day about ways to improve and things like that. So I definitely want to be sending you guys one email, a email or two every week, just to kind of keep you motivated for the rest of the week, or at the end of the week. So definitely get you 2 free guides, get in, step inside of my mind, get yourself motivated, and check out the YouTube channel. All right, friend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. Like I said, we're going to teach you 2 ways to get out of debt fast. All right. And I'm going to go in depth about how to do both of them. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next Thursday. And until next time, peace.